Greeting honored guests, students, community members, faculty, staff, and administrators. Thank you and welcome to the 11th Annual Elite 50 Award Ceremony in the inaugural year of its offering under the IU Indianapolis banner. My name is John Brokaw, and I'm a master's student at the Richard M. Fairbanks School of Public Health, majoring in global health and sustainable development. I proudly serve as Vice President of the Graduate and Professional Student Government at IU Indianapolis, or GPSG as it's more commonly known on campus. Tonight, I will be serving as MC as we recognize the achievements made by a select group of graduate students. These 50 individuals have gone above and beyond in their work, both inside and outside the classroom, and have set themselves apart from IU Indianapolis's 8,000 graduate students. Before we honor these distinguished individuals, I would like to share some information about GPSG with you all, as our organization is responsible for the creation of this award and the hosting of the ceremony. GPSG's mission is to promote the educational experience, interests, and needs of graduate and professional students at IU Indianapolis. By working together with students, faculty, staff, and administrators, we seek to foster a collaborative environment that improves the quality of life and well-being of all graduate and professional students. We also strive to support students by connecting them with critical resources, getting them involved on campus, and providing them with a voice to advocate on their behalf. The changing environment of our times has made our mission and our efforts to build a collaborative community across campus as important as ever. This year, I have been honored to work with an exemplary and dedicated executive committee and general assembly of graduate students who have helped carry out that mission. All our work would not have been possible without our advisors Brett Watson, Dean Jason Spratt, and Vice Chancellor Eric Weldy from the Division of Student Affairs, Dean Janice Blum, and Assistant Vice Chancellor Hardy from IU Graduate School, Indianapolis, and Chancellor Ramchan for their continued support. I also want to extend a thank you to our Elite 50 Planning Committee members and judges, without whom this event tonight would not have been possible. We greatly appreciate you lending your time and expertise to coordinate this event and review all 200 plus applications. Lastly, I would like to recognize and thank our special guests this evening, including members of the Chancellor's Cabinet, the Office of the Chancellor, IU Indianapolis's academic deans, and Indiana University Board of Trustees member Kyle S. Seberg. With that, it is now my great pleasure to introduce Indiana University's Executive Vice President and IU Indianapolis's inaugural Chancellor, Dr. Latha Ramchand. Sorry. Okay. You got it.
Thank you, John. We don't need an introduction of me. Today is a celebration of our students, right? So thank you for that kind introduction. Good evening to all of you. It is truly a pleasure to join you today as we celebrate the achievements of the best of our very best of our community of graduate and professional students. I want to acknowledge and extend my gratitude to everyone here who has made this possible. Clearly, our GPSG, McKinsey, John, members of GPSG, the work you do is so critical, and I know that you have been so focused this year and really working on moving the needle in terms of metrics and performance. So I applaud you for that. I want to acknowledge and thank the Division of Student Affairs. Vice Chancellor Weldy is here, Jason's here. I want to also thank the graduate school. Tabitha's here. I think Dean Blum is here somewhere. The Office of Academic Affairs, led by our Provost Gladden. Our Vice Chancellor for Research is here, Phaedra Corso. And all our deans. Without the deans and without our faculty, we would not be able to do this. So a huge thanks to all our deans. I want to also thank all of you here, of course, our honorees, but also family members, friends, every one of you who has supported our student on their journey, because it truly is a journey and it takes a village to have this kind of success. Special acknowledgement of a very special person here with us, Chancellor Emeritus Charles Bentz, whose legacy of success is what we are building on. I am just so delighted that Chancellor Bance was able to join us. He lives in Chicago, but he took the time to be with us today because this event means a lot to him. So thank you so much for being with us. I want to thank Dr. Julie Payne Kirschmeyer, our Vice President for Student Success for IU, and of course, all our faculty, our staff, members of my cabinet, every one of you for just making this event special. As I said, your support, without your support, we would not be able to do this. Tonight, as you know, we honor our Elite 50. Who are the Elite 50? They are 50 of our outstanding graduate and professional students who exemplify excellence in every domain, inside the classroom through their academic work, outside the classroom through their community engagement, their leadership qualities, and everything that they have demonstrated in terms of excellence. These students represent 13 schools throughout our university, and that tells you the breadth of what we offer on this campus. To have 13 schools and to have outstanding students from all these 13 schools, many of whom are doing interdisciplinary work that gets to solving some of our biggest challenges that we face as a society. So that is truly special. To these students, as you can tell, being an Elite 50 is not an easy task. It happens because our students are focused on excellence. It happens because they don't think about excellence as just getting an A in one course or maybe in a couple. But excellence to these students, as I have said before, is truly a muscle that they have built. It has become second nature to them, and you can see it in everything that they do. And it will serve them well as they graduate and assume leadership roles in our community and our society. This year marks our full first academic year as IU Indianapolis, which is a significant milestone for our university. In addition to that, our recent designation as a Research One University, or what's called an R1 University, speaks to the external validation we have received that is an acknowledgement of the caliber, the high standards that our faculty, staff, and students have imposed on themselves, the high standards of excellence when it comes to research. One of the metrics, one of the key metrics in achieving this Research One or R1 or what we call Tier 1 ranking is that we must graduate at least 70 research doctorates annually. And that's our graduate student body. The reason this metric is so important, right? Why is it important for us, for universities, to not just do research as faculty members, but to graduate research doctorates? It's important because, as you all know, science, scientific inquiry, and research, the work that our graduate students do, goes beyond what is just given or taught to you, right? What graduate education is about is really a training that enables you to ask questions that no one has dared ask before you. It empowers you to challenge your assumptions and really move the discipline forward in ways that have not been done before. And that's a monumental task. That is why your success is so important to you, to our institution, but to society at large. That's what the R1 designation is all about. The biggest innovations that one can think of, some of the biggest innovations, right? If you think about the polio vaccine or the internet, all those innovations that we take for granted today came out of research done at a university lab or within a university community, faculty working with students to ask questions. What if we do this another way, right? And that is why graduate education is an investment that universities make that contributes and moves society forward. It is about finding solutions to those big challenges, and the benefits of that research, the benefits of that scholarly work are available to all. So graduate education is a social good, and we are just so proud of our students. who are on this path of excellence. We're so proud of our faculty who take the time to not just engage in research themselves, but to mentor these students, and to really to all of you for being here to support these students. So once again, my hearty, hearty congratulations to our honorees, to everyone who is here to support them. Your commitment to excellence embodies what we try to do. The spirit of IU Indianapolis is all about excellence in a way that serves our communities. Congratulations.
Thank you for those kind and encouraging words, Chancellor. We now invite Dr. Tabitha Hardy to present the IU Indianapolis Outstanding Graduate Professional Mentorship Award. Dr. Hardy is the Assistant Vice Chancellor for Graduate Education and the Assistant Dean for Student Development and Academic Affairs within the IU Graduate School Indianapolis. After you, Dr. Hardy.
Thanks, John. It's my pleasure to not be Dr. Roper tonight and to do our Outstanding Graduate Professional Student Mentor Award. The recipient of the 2025 IU Indianapolis Outstanding Graduate and Professional Student Mentor Award, given by the Graduate Mentoring Center, is Dr. James Mars, Professor of Biology in the School of Science. Take your time, Dr. Mars. I'll start reading. Dr. Mars was nominated by two graduate students, Angela Jimfy and Priyadarshini Manakandan, who spoke of his holistic mentoring, personalized support, and deep commitment to students, among other attributes. The following experts were taken from their nominations. He balances professionalism with a deeply human approach, creating an environment where I have grown academically and personally. He takes the time to understand my goals and challenges, offering research guidance, career guidance, and emotional support. His encouragement has been invaluable, especially during difficult moments when I questioned my abilities. A key element of his approach is the mentorship roadmap he develops with each student. Early on, Dr. Mars engages in goal-setting discussions, helping students outline short-term and long-term objectives. He then tailors their experiences in the lab to align with these goals, whether that means encouraging them to take on leadership roles, helping them to refine grant applications, or introducing them to collaborators in their fields. Please join me once again in congratulating Dr. Mars on this tremendous achievement. So when y'all come up, there's tape on the floor. Each year, IU Indianapolis honors 50 graduate professional students who demonstrate excellence beyond the classroom in such areas as campus leadership, scholarly work, and community engagement. I will start by acknowledging the first 20 of our top 40 students in alphabetical order. Y'all can go ahead and line up. We invite our first student awardees to line up while Chancellor Ramshan joins me on stage for the presentation of the Elite 50. The top 40 students in alphabetical order are Surabi Abyankar. Sarabi will graduate this spring with a PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology at the IU School of Medicine. She is the sole recipient of both the IU Indianapolis Sigma Chi Grant and Dr. Peter J. Roach Fellowship, and is well publicized for her research on Alzheimer's disease and dementia, where she has highlighted retinal biomarkers for early Alzheimer's detection. Hiba Alalami. Hiba is an American Studies PhD student in the School of Liberal Arts who demonstrates exceptional commitment to community and campus service. As Vice President of the Fair Housing Center of Central Indiana, she significantly enhanced outreach, empowering individuals to advocate for fair and equitable housing, paramount to creating a truly inclusive and welcoming Central Indiana for all. Zora Assad. Zora could not make it today, but she's a PhD student in the School of Social Work. She's researched the experiences of social workers working with people engaged in harmful sexual activity, highlighting their commitment to addressing societal issues, fostering resilience within vulnerable populations, and eliminating the root causes. Zora continues to be actively engaged in impactful community initiatives. Jacobus Barnard. Jacobus is an MD candidate in the Urban Medicine program at the IU School of Medicine. His most meaningful experience has been organizing the third annual Go for Gary 5K in his role as the head of its student committee. Through this event, Jacobus assisted food insecure families with local food bank fundraising and community support. Sophia Caldwell. Sophia is a candidate for a Juris Doctorate planning to graduate this spring from the Robert H. McKinney School of Law. Among her meaningful contributions, Sophia planned McKinney's 2024 Diversity Dinner, a significant event that unites students and professionals from diverse backgrounds to celebrate differences, foster inclusion, and strengthen community bonds. Lisa Corman. Lisa is pursuing a Master of Fine Arts in printmaking from the Heron School of Art and Design and will graduate this spring. She has served as a Fennel Fellow or Mongol Zurag Art of Resistance in International Exhibition, working under Associate Professor Fennel Chair in International Studies, Orna Soltham. She contributed to the curation, graphic design, and promotional materials, fostering global artistic dialogue and cultural expression. Anna Danner. Anna is not able to be with us today either, but Anna's pursuing her doctorate of medicine at IU School of Medicine at IU Indianapolis as a PEPCO fellow. Anna has appreciated the opportunity to remain engaged in community throughout medical school. She's deeply involved in community-based clinical research, particularly through her mixed methods work aimed at holistically supporting cancer survivors and advancing inclusive healthcare practices. Austin Darden. Ethan is a fourth-year medical student at the IU School of Medicine, graduating this May. While active on campus and in the community, he is particularly proud of completing his scholarly concentration in medical devices and biotechnology. His related research produced an award-winning poster, a manuscript, and several presentations. He hopes to eventually be an innovative leader in the field of orthopedic surgery. Kylie Darden. Kylie will receive her Doctorate of Medicine from the IU School of Medicine this spring. She has been involved in organizing service learning opportunities for her peers with local organizations in Indianapolis and West Lafayette by coordinating community events, building partnerships with local nonprofits, and fostering medical student leadership. This work strengthened her passion for service and helped develop invaluable leadership skills. John Dekbar. John is a third-year medical student in the urban medicine program at the IU School of Medicine Northwest campus. Graduating this spring, as a medical student, John advocates for preventative medicine and determinants of health awareness. He has assisted in research for culturally relevant cooking classes and secured fresh produce for food insecure individuals in collaboration with Faith Farms. Caitlin Dibbing. Caitlin is a medical neuroscience PhD candidate at the IU School of Medicine under the mentorship of Dr. Shannon Brasher and Andrew Skyland. Her research projects at the Indiana Alzheimer's Disease Research Center are focused on the understanding of how concussions raise the at-risk dementias like Alzheimer's disease and techniques for prevention. Connor Earl. Connor is an MD PhD student currently in his third year at the IU School of Medicine. His research interests and ambitions are to help the pediatric patient population by using cardiovascular imaging coupled with machine learning to better characterize the complex mechanisms of disease and pathology that underlie heart conditions. Efren Elliott. Efren is a collaborative strategist and a Master of Public Administration candidate at the Paul H. O'Neill School of Public and Environmental Affairs, with a specialized focus in community resilience and education policy. He currently contributes to the work of the National Center on Education and the Economy, researching education innovation and policy development. Caitlin Fields. Caitlin is a third-year law student at the Robert H. McKinney School of Law and serves as the executive symposium editor of the Indiana Law Review. She is expected to graduate in May 2025 with a Juris Doctorate and a certificate in health law, after which Caitlin will join the litigation department at Barnes and Thornburg in Indianapolis. Nicole Fry. Nicole is a fourth-year medical student at the IU School of Medicine who will be graduating this May, after which she will begin her residency in pediatrics. Her most meaningful experience during medical school was her time spent volunteering in the Riley's Children's Hospital Emergency Department, where she focused on improving the experience of every patient that came through the doors. Elsie Guzaway. She is a Doctor of Medicine candidate at the IU School of Medicine, graduating this spring. Elsie most values her time as a mentor at Camp Mariposa, Aaron's Place, where she facilitated addiction prevention education to local youth. This experience has helped Elsie become a more compassionate future physician. Haley Griffey. Haley is a graduate student at the Paul H. O'Neill School of Public and Environmental Affairs and will be earning her Master of Public Administration in Environmental Policy and Sustainability this spring. She currently serves as a Climate and Resilience Manager for the City of Lafayette and is working to build a more sustainable, resilient future for all in her community. Clayton Hicks. Clayton is not able to join us today, but Clayton is pursuing a Doctor of Medicine and Masters of Arts in Bioethics from the IU School of Medicine. He's been actively involved in research in the space of shared medical decision-making, specifically working on surgical decision-making for osteosarcoma. He's been honored to present at multiple posters and oral presentation and receive multiple awards related to his research. Bryce Hull. Bryce is earning a Juris Doctorate from the Robert H. McKinney School of Law and is expected to graduate this spring. Bryce is currently writing a note for the Indiana Law Review about the relation between an international tax treaty with Canada and the IRS's collection procedures. Fancy. Alyssa Arillo. Alyssa will earn her Doctor of Medicine from IU School of Medicine this spring. One of her most impactful projects is organizing a skin cancer education program for hairstylists, empowering them to identify suspicious lesions. This initiative highlights her dedication to community health and bridging medicine with public outreach. Congratulations to these deserving awardees. We now invite our next student awardees to line up, and I also invite Associate Vice Chancellor and Dean of Students, Dr. Jason Spratt, to the podium to introduce the remaining recipients.
Thank you, Dr. Hardy. I'm pleased to introduce the next 20 award winners. Michael's already on stage. Michael Kessler. Michael will be graduating this July with a certificate in orthodontics and a master in dentistry from the IU School of Dentistry. This year marks his 12th year of mission work serving underprivileged children in Mexico. One of the highlights of his education was contributing research efforts in locating biomarkers for oral cancer. Congratulations. Katarina Kirschner. Katarina is a PhD candidate in medical and molecular genetics at the IU School of Medicine. As a board member of Friends of Riley, she supports Riley Children's Hospital Child Life Program. As director of monthly events, she skillfully orchestrated events that significantly contributed to the nonprofit's fundraising goal. Her leadership and engagement reflect her dedication to community service and healthcare support. Congratulations. Laura Koch. A board-certified nurse with 20 years of experience, Laura is now pursuing a Doctor of Nursing practice in executive nursing leadership from the IU School of Nursing. Her work in the American Nurse Advocacy Institute led to a statewide study on political education's impact on Indiana nurses. Congratulations. Xander Krohanen. Xander is earning a PhD in bioinformatics from the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering. In addition to being a graduate student, he is also a dedicated lecturer in the Biomedical Informatics program. In that role, he has developed a gateway course introducing freshmen to core concepts in both bioinformatics and health informatics, inspiring the next generation of informatics professionals. Congratulations. Sebastián Madrid. Sebastián Madrid is a fourth-year law student, graduating this spring with a Juris Doctorate and a corporate and commercial law certificate. One of the most valuable experiences Sebastián has had during his time at the Robert H. McKinney School of Law is serving as the president of the Sports and Entertainment Law Society. Congratulations. Priya Darshini Munikundun. Priya Darshini is in the final year PhD candidate in Dr. Marr's lab at the IU School of Science, studying fetal alcohol spectrum disorder using zebra fish models. She holds a strong academic foundation in biology and genetics and has contributed extensively to campus through research, teaching, and community engagement. She is committed to empowering her peers through leadership in graduate student organizations and volunteer efforts. Congratulations. Olivia Nicholson. Olivia will earn her Doctor of Physical Therapy from the IU School of Health and Human Sciences this spring. During the course of her education, she contributed to Dr. Peter Altenberger's research on the effects of end effector robotic gait training on patients with Parkinson's disease. She presented these findings at the American Physical Therapy Association Combined Sections meeting, earning second place for Best Research Poster from the American Physical Therapy Association Technology Student Interest Group. Congratulations. Usha Parlberg. Usha is a PhD candidate in philanthropic studies at the Lilly Family School of Philanthropy. Graduating this spring. She has passionately volunteered as president and board director with Exodus Refugee, where she's had integral involvement in the organization's resiliency amidst external shocks. They include federal cuts to refugee resettlement, the COVID-19 pandemic, and the emergency evacuation of Afghan parolees. Congratulations. Ujwala Pumadimukala. Ujwala is a fourth-year medical student at the IU School of Medicine. She will be graduating this spring and starting her residency in internal medicine. Ujwala was actively involved with the IU School of Medicine Service Learning Coalition starting in her first year of medical school, rising from the role of campus representative to president in her fourth year. Congratulations. Bijul Patel. Bijul is a PhD candidate at the Richard M. Fairbanks School of Public Health. As a research extern with NCAA Research, she analyzed data from the National College Mental Health Assessment, identifying disparities in mental health, substance use, and other areas affecting student athletes. Her work led to actionable insights that supported the NCAA's efforts to increase health programs and improve outcomes for student athletes. Congratulations. Savannah Phipps. Savannah is a fourth-year medical student at the IU School of Medicine, graduating this spring with plans to specialize in pediatrics. As volunteer chair of the IU Student Outreach Clinic, she has contributed in numerous hours serving Indianapolis's medically uninsured populations. Inspired by the people she's met, Savannah aims to continue community outreach and advocacy in her pediatric career. Congratulations. Amia Reyna. Amaya is a Juris Doctorate candidate at the Robert H. McKinney School of Law, graduating this spring. She's been actively involved in the Reentry and Community Health Clinic, a program dedicated to assisting individuals navigating the challenges of reintegration after incarceration. This meaningful experience has allowed her to integrate her passion for service with her legal education, fostering a deep commitment to advancing justice and improving lives within her community. Congratulations. You have a fan club. Scott Shimala. Scott is earning a master's in human-computer interaction from the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering this spring. Along with being a full-time student, Scott has given back to the community by working as a full-time firefighter in Indianapolis. Passionate about technology and public safety, he continues working at his UX research internship, helping solve law enforcement recruitment challenges faced nationwide. Congratulations, Scott. Isabel Silverman. Isabel is a School of Liberal Arts student who will graduate with her Master of Arts in Museum Studies this spring. She is proud of her work as an intern at the Indianapolis Zoo, where she designed and implemented a remedial exhibit evaluation plan for the new Penny and Jock Fortune International Chimpanzee Complex. Congratulations. Courtney Sloan. Courtney is unable to attend tonight, but we will still read her nomination. Courtney is a biology PhD student in the lab of Dr. Randall J. Roper. Participating in the Down Syndrome Indiana Buddy Walk is special to Courtney. Not only is the whole lab involved with making creative Down syndrome research-related t-shirts, but they also get to connect with the community that drives their research. Courtney is also an Indiana University Health Fellow at Crispus Attucks High School, where they guide local high school students through research lab experiences. Congratulations, Courtney, wherever you are. Now, Nathaniel Smith. Nathaniel is a fourth-year medical student at the IU School of Medicine, pursuing an MD PhD. He has a passion for applying mathematics and physics to medicine to improve medical imaging. His work engages investigational nuclear medicine imaging methods, which impact disease characterization for patients with brain and prostate cancers. You study a lot. Raymond Smith. Raymond will earn a Doctor of Medicine from the IU School of Medicine this spring. He has contributed to research on retroperitoneal lymph node dissection that aims to improve cure rates for testicular cancer. This work deepened his commitment to advancing urologic oncology and highlights his dedication to combining research and clinical practice to improve patient outcomes. Congratulations. Hope Tomanak. Hope is pursuing a Doctor of Medicine from the IU School of Medicine and will graduate this spring. Through the Pediatric Subspecialty Honors Program, Hope conducted research on the impact of timing of the Norwood procedure on post-operative outcomes and transplant-free survival to stage 2 palliation. Analyzing data from nearly 200, Pause. Analyzing data from nearly 200 patients, her work underscores her dedication to improving outcomes for children with congenital heart disease. Congratulations. Haley Tutro. Haley is currently pursuing a dual MD PhD at the IU School of Medicine and will graduate this spring. She is most proud of founding the Disability Advocacy in Medicine Student Interest Group, which has hosted numerous educational events, helped inform disability and curriculum, and supported disabled students at the IU School of Medicine. Congratulations. Jalen Warren. Jalen is a Doctor of Medicine candidate at the IU School of Medicine. As vice president of her medical school class, she collaborates with leadership to address student concerns and implement solutions that enhance the academic and social environment. Jalen values fostering inclusivity and advocating for her peers, making this experience deeply meaningful. Congratulations. Each of you epitomizes what being a scholar and community builder is all about. Your contributions impact IU Indianapolis, our community, and our world daily. We trust you will continue to excel and inspire others in your chosen professions. Let's give a round of applause to our exceptional students. We now invite our next 10 award recipients to line up.
We now welcome from the Division of Student Affairs, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Dr. Eric Weldy.
Thank you very much, John. We are excited to recognize our premier 10 students, individuals positioned as the top 10 applicants from this year's pool of Elite 50 candidates. This year's premier 10 recipients in no particular order are Michael Spencer. Is a third-year medical student at the IU School of Medicine. His research focuses on the socioeconomic and demographic factors affecting oncologic outcomes, aiming to address disparities in healthcare for vulnerable populations. Michael is passionate about health equity and is dedicated to advancing both clinical care and research efforts to improve outcomes for underserved patients. The following excerpt came from Michael's letter of recommendation. He came in as a medical student, already a highly successful teacher, principal, and managing director at Indianapolis Public Schools. His ability to connect with others, his organizational and leadership skills, as well as his positive attitude have all made him an outstanding medical student. Congratulations. Carl Russell III. Carl is a second-year MD PhD student at the IU School of Medicine studying interventions and systemic effects of kidney disease. Carl is active in the Indianapolis community, particularly at the Indiana University Student Outreach Clinic, where he thoroughly enjoys applying impactful analysis to evidence-based improvements while serving neighbors as a volunteer, clinic manager, and co-chair of research. His nominator noted the following: Carl has distinguished himself through his innovative research in nephrology and biomedical engineering. Notably, he has led the development of a peritoneal dialysis catheter designed for low resource settings. a project with the potential to significantly improve global healthcare access for children. Congratulations. David Gunderman. David is pursuing an MD at the IU School of Medicine, a dedicated advocate for mental health. He serves on the board of directors for Mental Health America Wabash Valley Region, where he has de-escalated over 500 crisis calls, trained volunteers, and advanced statewide initiatives to enhance 988 crisis services. As noted by his nominator, David's achievements are many, but at the heart of it is this: he is humble, seeks out opinions, lifts up the work of others, and works collectively with stakeholders across multiple sectors to advance public health, and I applaud David for his modeling of servant leadership. Congratulations. Marie Noor Kuram. Marie is a third-year medical student from Beirut, Lebanon. She started medical school at the South Bend campus and moved to Indianapolis for her clinical years, where she will graduate from the MD program this spring with a scholarly concentration in biomedical research. She is an avid lung cancer researcher and is part of the Sears Laboratory, which focuses on the impact of DNA damage and repair on the development of smoking-related lung cancers. Marie's nominator shared the following. In addition to excelling academically in medical school at IU School of Medicine, Marie has a passion for research and disseminating results to the community and leading other peers towards physician-scientist development. She therefore has demonstrated what the Elite 50 honors: excellence beyond the classroom in areas such as campus leadership, scholarly work, and community engagement. Congratulations. Giovanna Kohiha Dinucci. Giovanna is pursuing a PhD in dental sciences, expected to graduate this May. During her PhD program, Giovanna received numerous internal and external research awards through rigorous evaluations and published 9 peer-reviewed articles. That's a lot. Giovanna collaborated on complex problems with an evident passion for new discoveries, which significantly advanced dental research and influenced global treatment guidelines and outcomes. An excerpt from her letter of recommendation reads, "In all my experience working in academia, I have rarely witnessed students with the same level of talent, work ethic, social responsibility, leadership skills, and accomplishments as Giovanna." Congratulations. Shomi Lee Chowdhury. Shomi Lee is a fourth-year doctoral candidate at IU School of Medicine researching Alzheimer's disease. Her research focuses on how cardiovascular risk factors disproportionately impact Alzheimer's disease vulnerability in women, rural communities, and people of color. Shomi Lee is also a passionate advocate for diversifying academia and research spaces and co-founder of Impact Indiana, an initiative dedicated to mobilizing public health advocacy for Alzheimer's disease. Shomi Lee's nominator noted the following: "What sets Shomi Lee apart is her consistent ability to excel in the intricate details of leading-edge dementia research while also connecting with fellow students, the broader community, and policymakers to ensure her work has real-world impact. She is driven by the desire to make scientific knowledge of dementia accessible and relevant to the communities most impacted by her own and others' research." Congratulations. Sydney Clark. Sydney will earn a Doctor of Medicine from the IU School of Medicine this May. A passionate advocate for healthcare equity, Sydney has authored and lobbied for policies addressing reproductive health care, gun violence, and healthcare in incarcerated populations, showcasing her commitment to meaningful systemic change. Her letter of recommendation notes that Sydney is an exceptional individual whose achievements in leadership, advocacy, academics, and community service are truly remarkable. She has not only excelled academically, but has also positioned herself as a senior student leader in both state and national organizations, all while maintaining an unwavering commitment to serving others and excelling academically. I am confident that she will continue to make significant contributions to the medical field and beyond. Congratulations. Arawind Chintalapudi. Arawind is graduating this spring with a master's in computer science from the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering. A secretary of the Graduate and Professional Student Government, he advocates for graduate students with dedication and passion. Through service, he's turned advocacy into an art, proving meaningful change can be both inspiring and impactful. His nominators shared the following. Arawind specializes in having fun, bringing people together, and getting work done while doing it. His interdisciplinary comprehension shone through in his ability to combine digital content, current events, pop culture, and important campus insights critical to students, a talent that made his work in GPSG communication stand out. Congratulations. Kira Coolston. Kira, an Indianapolis native and lifelong Hoosier, is a Doctor of Medicine candidate at the IU School of Medicine. Her most meaningful experience has been participating in the inaugural class of the Urban Medicine program. Through this program, she has completed research on social determinants of health, helping identify disparities and reduce barriers to equitable health outcomes in medically underserved populations. According to her nominator, her focus on health equity, her thoughtful approach to problem solving, and her ability to engage with the community to create meaningful change make her a deserving candidate. I am confident that Kira will continue to make a lasting impact as a physician and leader. Congratulations. The talent displayed by these individuals, along with their unique experiences, is truly amazing. Please join me once more in celebrating our premier 10 students.
Thank you, Dr. Hardy, Dr. Spratt, and Dr. Weldy for helping us celebrate and recognize these wonderful students. We are now honored to have Chancellor Emeritus Charles Bantz present this year's winner of the Charles R. Bantz Award for Excellence. Chancellor Bantz served as the fourth chancellor in his role at IUPUI, beginning his tenure in 2003. As chancellor, he became a champion of urban serving universities and strategically focused what is now IU Indianapolis's teaching, research, and engagement in support of Indiana's economic clusters. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Emeritus Bantz.
This is more fun than I've had in a long time. Thank you all of you who do this work as students, my colleagues and leaders. Thank you so much, Chancellor. It's amazing. It's like it reminds me of how good a job I had. And I want to thank the 50 tonight because you are part now of the 11th year of doing this. And that tradition makes an incredible difference to this community, to this campus, and I know it will to the world. Because that's the difference that you're capable of making. I've listened. I've listened to what they said about what you've done. You're on the path, and frankly, quite a ways down it. So keep going. And my job here is to give an award that was given my name by the Graduate Student Association, led at the time by Anthony Greco, who was determined, even as an undergraduate, I swear, to make student life for all the students, but especially as he became a McKinney student, for graduate professional students. Because those of you who haven't experienced the life of graduate professional students, and there are a few in the room probably, it can be one hell of a hard time. I can guarantee you that if they're paid, they're not overpaid. Those of the students in medicine are in a profession that the federal government had to make a law that when they become a resident, they can't work more than 80 hours a week because that was normal. But I have to tell you, having spent the last 4 days with a conference in my discipline, and knowing people I've known for 50 years when I was a graduate student, it's astounding the relationships you build, the knowledge and problems you dealt with, how that carries you forward through your career. So it may have been hard, it was, but it will be a part of you for the rest of your life. And frankly, the rest of us are lucky that's the case, given what I've heard. And so I'm here to be able to recognize someone who's going to receive the Bance Award for Excellence. And I don't like saying this is the best of you, because it's hard to imagine. She has done an amazing job in a PhD program in health communication in, as it turns out, my own discipline. And since I haven't been able to be here for this event for the last 5 years at least, I really appreciate to be here for this opportunity. And that's why I'm serious. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. And her name is Pierces Ayala. She just said it's the chancellor's job to make sure that the individual doesn't leave before I'm done. She is doing dissertation work on a disease which is one of the stubborn diseases. And that's disease, sickle cell anemia, disproportionately affects individuals by who they are, the life they have. And one of the hardest parts of sickle cell research is getting participants in research. So as part of her dissertation work, one of the things she worked on was on a project to recruit individuals to participate. So she's not done, but in gathering those participants in the research project, she's already made a major contribution to the work that needs to be done by one of those diseases that in a totally non-technical term is called evil. Persistent, deadly. And so we thank you for taking it on and recruiting the individuals to participate. She's been engaged in an amazing variety of campus and community activities like all of you in the room. Her list includes that she has been working often in the area of health disparities, not a surprise given her research dissertation. She's also worked on health bullying, a concept, frankly, I hadn't thought about, and obviously she had, and it involves the community, obviously, as well as the research aspect. She's involved in trying to enhance international understanding, encouraging individuals to interact with international communities, to travel to international communities. So she's worked on that. She has worked in a faith-based environment trying to help individuals work on how they understand and support youth in those faith-based experiences. And close to every communication individual's heart, the class we taught for maybe 1 year or 50 years, she's been working on improving the education in public speaking. One of the least recognized, incredibly important courses on every campus, because I can guarantee you, doctors to be, masters of, fill in the blank, you will be public speaking, giving awards, making remarks about people you hadn't even had the pleasure of meeting before. And always, always, those of you in certain professions, trying to convince someone to do something they're not really wanting to do, like participate in a research project, take their medicine, lose weight, do the right thing. So you have touched all the community and touched your students, going forward. Her advisor, Dr. Catherine Head, expressed her summary of Persa's contributions, saying, "I am continually inspired by her work ethic," a good thing for an advisor to be, "her collaborative and empathic nature, and her focus on improving the lives of racial minorities through her research." Congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor Emeritus Bance and Chancellor Ramchand, and congratulations to all our award winners. You embody the immense talent and capabilities IU Indianapolis's graduate and professional students have to offer. Know that your dedication to our campus, our community, and to one another continue to make IU Indianapolis a local and national leader in higher education. Before we conclude the ceremony, I would like to ask that you please join me one more time in thanking our speakers, distinguished guests, award winners, judges, and all other contributors to Elite 50. And here's to our 2025 Elite 50 class. We ask that the award winners please make your way to the stage so we can pose for a group photo. The rest of the audience may make your way to the back where we will have reception and with drinks and appetizers. And with that, we conclude the celebration. Thank you.